Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us north of Ayutthaya. We're over here, actually kind of north of Thong. And we're going to take a look at a royal temple that's up here. That's one of the best in the area. It's really a nice temple to come and see. We're going to take a look at Wat Chaiyo. Now this was an Ayutthaya era temple that has been restored several times. The latest restoration was under King Rama V. The story of the main Buddha image here, his predecessor Rama IV restored the temple, and he built the main Buddha image that you see in the subduing Mara posture, and the image collapsed. And so he ordered it to be rebuilt, and they built it smaller, and it collapsed again. And then Rama V came over here, ordered the image to be reinforced with steel, and then they reconstructed it, and then they put gold leaf on the outside, and it is what you see today. They built the hall around it and everything else. So let's walk through here, and let's take a look, and let's see what we see. This is the Chao Phraya River that we're on, and you can see how high it is. That's the normal dock over there. It's almost all the way underwater. And they have these steps that they built for people to come over and do this, where they can come over and release the fish into the river and the frogs and everything else and come and feed the fish. And then you got a nice bridge over there. So this is right on the banks of the river. And the temple itself is back right in here. So you can come over here, you can buy the birds, you can buy the fish food, all the little eels and turtles and everything else from these people. Let's look in here. This is a smaller hall that has an image of one of the old monks in here. So you can see here, these are what you can buy and let loose in the river. The small little fish and everything else. And this little guy here, he's helping sell. Buy the bread and everything else to feed the fish. That's a way to make merit, so the Thais will come over and do that. And then they'll come into the halls and pray. They'll get the flowers and the candles and the joss sticks, and then they'll go in here. Now inside of this hall is one of the really famous monks. I think this is Luangpho To, one of those. I don't know, all the names kind of run together. But they built this humongous hall around this image. And this is a really famous monk for the Thais. They come here and they pray to it just like they would a regular Buddha image. You can see some of the images they use for their ceremonies. They've stuck that gold leaf on it, and it's just caked with gold leaf, and that's what he's doing over there. This is a really nice hall. It has some nice paintings on the back of the window shutters that you can't hardly see because they're open. And then this humongous old man monk here. And then this is a picture of Rama V. He was the one that restored this the third time to the condition it's in. Okay, so let's go look at the main hall here. Yeah, so this, you can see it really good. Check out the size of that door. It's fantastic. So they painted all the back of it, and then on the front has the black and gold lacquer. Has the birds and other animals and stuff like that in it. So this is an active temple, so the monks are all here. They do the normal things that you see. And this is one of the most important temples in Thong. And there's the little data plate pointing you towards that hall. You can see the Bangkok styling in it. It's a nice hall. Then they have one of the old boats over here. They have the bodhi tree that's wrapped up. Just the normal stuff that you see at these temples. Then they have a nice little walkway right here along the river. You can see they have the shrine with the ladies' clothes and stuff like that. So the main hall is over here, and it looks like we're going to be out of luck. It's under renovation. This is the way in. So the hall here is being renovated on the outside. Looks like we can still go inside, I hope. This one here has a bunch of murals that were painted under the reign of King Rama V. And there's little shrines and stuff like that dedicated to him around here. So you can see the gable up there, all that plaster work. And this one here does date back to the Ayutthaya era, but was rebuilt under the reign of King Rama V. And there's a couple shrines there for him on this side and one behind me. You can see some of the little chetties. So it looks like they're redoing all the plaster work and stuff here. Okay, so we can't go inside. This is the image here. You can see some of the murals up there on the wall, and you can see they got it covered and they're repainting everything. I just stuck my camera in the door, but you can't go inside, which is a bummer. Yeah, and you can see there, all the murals up there. They're redoing all of the things in there. Just bad timing, but you can still see how nice the image looks in here. Yeah, they have everything covered with plastic because they're redoing the whole outside here of this building. They got to do that every 20, 30 years or so, so bad timing. Give me an excuse to come back over here. You can see this is the ordination hall, and they have the Buasima stones on the outer part of the wall. Okay, so let's go look at the main draw here, which is the big, huge Buddha. And a statue here of Rama V and a little shrine. There's that first building we looked at. Check out that kind of lavender color on the gable, which is quite a bit different than you normally see. And then we have another shrine over here. This one here actually may not be Rama V. I'm not sure who it is. It might be one of the other royals. They have their little data plate there. Now this is the highlight of the temple. This humongous Worawihan, and it's tied right into the hall that they're restoring. Just look at the size of these columns here. And then the arch windows are also just absolutely massive. So inside of here has the humongous image. Now this image was originally built outdoors, and it was so big that the locals could see it from all around, and they called it Luangpho To, I think is what they called it. And then they built this hall over the top of it. Now whenever the locals come here, they have the belief, due to this thing collapsing, that when you come here, you bring your flowers and you come here and pray, and they say that you cannot have a bad heart when you come here, like an evil heart. Because if you do, it'll feel like this Buddha image is falling on top of you. And this is the way in. So check out the size of these doors. They have the image painted on them. And then this is the humongous image here, but look at this column. It's just absolutely massive. And then this is the humongous Buddha here. So if you can imagine this thing being just sitting out here by itself with no roof, and then just think of it, it collapsed twice prior to what you see now. This is all set up for the normal ceremonies and stuff like that. They have a famous monk over there. They have the flowers. You can donate eggs and stuff like that here to the temple. And this one here is the one that the locals come and stick the gold leaf on. And they have the places for donations. But this is just absolutely massive. I mean, my head is just right here, the top of this sign. I read how tall this was at one time, but I can't remember. You can see they had to especially do the roof up there to fit around that top knot. Oh, it's just unbelievable. It's cool how they have those windows and stuff up there also. There's no murals or anything painted on this hall. It's just real simple. But you do come here to see the Buddha image. And all the little shrine and everything else here. And they have a small little Buddha footprint. And some of the monks are in here doing the little ceremonies. You can get your fortune with rattling the sticks. And a small little Buddha footprint they've came and stuck the gold leaf on and stuff. Yeah, just absolutely massive. You can see his toes are almost as long as me. Really quite cool. Okay, there's a little moon drop with the Buddha footprint. We'll go look at it now. That'll be the last thing we look at here. You can check out this door here. Yeah, very cool also. And then this would normally lead you into that ordination hall that's being renovated. But we can't see it today. Next trip over to here. And the gates around this inner courtyard. And all the normal little shrines and stuff like that. This building is just so massive. Okay, so there's quite a bit more to this temple. There's all the little shrine places and preaching halls and stuff like that. But I just want to go look at the little moon drop that's over here. We have more shrines and everything else. Some more monks over here. Looks like they're doing some more construction over here also. This is a market that's built right onto the side of the temple. So you can come over here, get some food and snacks and stuff like that. The Thais love to do that. And then these are the monk quarters, which you can see are really cool looking also, with all the teak wood and the perimeter wall. But we're gonna look at this moondrop way up there. You can see it with the red and the gold. And over there with that blue and gold and brown roof is that humongous hall. And then these are the monk quarters. And then over here shows you the sign to the Buddha footprint. This will be the last thing we look at. So they've added this here since I was here last. They made it look like the cherry trees from Japan with the red gate. They have the Naga, the prayer wheel. They have the fat Buddha over there and this cool looking little moon drop. They have the different images along the way. So you can make donations right here in these little bowls. Yeah, really nice styling around this. The mythical birds, all that little inlay. You can see the little glass that they cut. I've seen them doing this before. It's quite time consuming and cool to see how the craftsmen do it. And then inside here, this is the little Buddha footprint. So they built this whole thing around it. And there it is right there. So it'll have like the 108 auspicious symbols and stuff like that in it. And then they have a Buddha with the Naga, the old man monk. And this used to be probably the head monk here at one time. Yeah, there's all the symbols and stuff like that that are built into the Buddha footprint that means a lot to the Buddha, the Buddhists. And now come over here, they'll dry out the lucky ball for their fortune. And that's what the whole purpose of this is. Just a simple little hall, but kind of cool looking. That'll finish up our video over here at this royal temple, Wat Chaiyo. This is Thong province, but it's north of Thong. It's a little bit of a haul to get up here if you're wanting to come over here and see it. It's more for like the Thais. They come and they go to this temple to make merit and pray to that humongous Buddha image because it's supposed to have some really good like healing effects and stuff like that. So a lot of the aged come over here, or people that have, you know, illnesses or whatever, and they pray and make merit and hope for the best. But anyway, this is really, really cool. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that hall because of the renovation, but it is what it is. Gives me an excuse to come back here, you know, next year or whatever. I've been here a couple times and I really like coming to this place. I'll come back. It's one of the best temples in this area. So anyway, if you enjoyed the temple, definitely smash the like button. If you have any questions or comments, or if there's anything else you want me to see, let me know in a comment down below. And if you know more about this temple, let me know also if you know who that royal was. I thought it was Rama V at first, but I think it's just maybe one of his cousins or something like that. I don't know. So if you know who that was, let me know in a comment down below. And subscribe if you're new, and stick around. And until next time, from over here at Wat Chaiyo, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.